Hi and welcome to the product compare video on how to amend your product data. We're going to go through a couple of things. We're going to go through adding additional fields, adding products, removing additional fields, removing products, and removing a comparison set altogether. Don't worry if you don't understand this at this point, I'll talk through it. So adding additional fields. So let's say that you've set up your compare like we did in the first video, and you've got two fields of height and width. But let's say you want to add depth, right? You might want to add a third field. To do that, really easy. Okay, so we just dive into the app. We open our furniture comparison set that we set up in our last video. Go to fields, just to add a new field, depth of item in cm. Hit save. Go back over to our products, and we're just going to populate that new depth field. I don't know, 50 cm. We'll just fill that in for all three. And fill the depth in for that one as well. Hit save. Then we're going to hit save. Now that update's been done, it was pretty quick because it was only a small change. Hit refresh on the website, hit compare. And there we go, there's our depth information. Easy as that. So that's how you add an additional field. So let's talk about adding an additional product. Let's say you wanted to add, we've only got 3 products, but let's say we wanted to add this pink armchair to our comparison. We wanted to give that the 3 pieces of information, height, width, and depth. So we go back into our comparison set, go to products, add products. It's as easy as this. Pink armchair, add that in. Quickly go into our pink armchair and give it some info. Whatever, doesn't matter. Hit save. We just got to wait for that save to happen. There we go, done. Go back to the website. We're going to hit refresh. And now we can compare our pink armchair as well. Brilliant. So there we are. There's our pink armchair information we just entered. Lovely. Let's say we want to remove a field. Okay, so we added that depth field in. We don't want it anymore. We go into our furniture one. We go to fields, depth, delete, and we hit save. This will then go off, resave all the products, removing that piece of information. So if we now go back to the website, hit refresh, and we compare the items, we now will no longer have a depth field. So now we're just back to height and width. So that's how we remove fields. We want to remove a product. I think you see where we're going with this. Go back into our comparison set, go into products, take our pink armchair, delete it. And deleting it doesn't delete the product, it just deletes it from the comparison information. Let it go off and hit save. And now because we've removed it, basically this compare tick box is just going to disappear. So if we hit refresh, and voila, that's removing a product. To remove the comparison altogether, so basically we're going to remove all 3 of these tick boxes because we're going to remove the entire comparison. We click back into it, and we hit this delete button up here. At this point, it sends you a double prompt because basically this is going to go in, it's going to delete all those compare fields for all the products. This is, it's an unrecoverable change, and it can obviously delete quite a large volume of data. So we make sure that you want to do that by typing the name of the comparison in, hit delete. Now at this point, because you've deleted it, and that's our only comparison set we had, it's effectively reset the app. If you had multiple comparison sets, it would obviously show you the comparison sets remaining, but we only had one. It's going off, and in the background it's deleting it. It doesn't give you a loading bar, but if we hit refresh, there we are, we can see that they're all removed. It can take a couple of minutes for all of the, if you had a lot of items and you're removing the data out, but a couple of minutes it should be done. So there you are. We've gone through adding additional fields, adding products, removing fields, removing products and removing comparisons. It's really as simple as that. Hope that was helpful.